Ishan, Bumrah, those guys have played in Bombay a lot. Others have not played, so so there is no such thing as added advantage. We all are playing in Bombay after 2 years. We have not played a single game in Mumbai. In fact, the other franchisees have played in Bombay last year. We didn't get to play, so no advantage.
Okay, thank you. And coach, considering the very long tournament, do you think keeping the players in the right momentum will be a big challenge?
Well, I think everyone's looking forward to the IPL season. Some have played a reasonable amount of cricket, some haven't. But I think we have reasonable breaks in between. All the franchises do. So I think overall, it will be managed well. We're still playing the same number of games, even though it's slightly longer. It is trying to keep them focused, motivated, and fresh for the entire season. I think that's what we've done in the past, and nothing will change with that management part of it.
अरे भाई जो क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है वो म्यूट करो यार, वो म्यूट मत करो, बस बाकी सब म्यूट पे रखो.
Niharika, go with your question next, please. Niharika, go with your question.
Okay, thanks. Good afternoon, Captain and Coach. My question for you is that apart from your core players, Mumbai Indians seems to have got a lot many new players. So how do you try to gel in the new players into the team environment so that you can hit the ground running from the word go?
I think after a big auction, we faced the same situation, I think, in 2018 as well. We managed to keep our core group, which is quite vital for us, and added some exciting young players as well as some international players who we think are crucial for us going forward. So the challenge is to get them to identify their roles, responsibilities within the group, how we want to play this season. So the whole point of keeping a core group is that the responsibilities lies on them, and they've understood that over the years. They've brilliantly managed that on the field and off the field. So nothing changes from guys like Rohit, Polly, Bumrah, and now with Ishan and Surya. So I think they will do most of the work, getting these guys to that level of playing and making them calmer out there, making them much more comfortable, creating that environment on and off the field, and that's what we strive to do. So it is a challenge, but I think we've done it in the past, and we're looking forward to this season with that new challenge.
Amol, next question.
Yes, hi. Before I begin, one request: we can barely listen to anything that is being replied. So if that can be fixed from the back end, it would really help. I'll go ahead with the question. Coach and captain, you both have been of the IPL.
Amol, can you hear us? Is this okay? Oh, mic. Amol, can you hear us like this?
Hear something of the mic.
Just say now. Amol, can you hear us? Is this okay?
Yeah, very low, but now at least make out something. As long as the audio is there, it's all right, I guess.
Okay, Amol, you can start your question again.
Sure, thanks. Coach and the captain, you both have been a part of an IPL that was played in a similar format. How much does the whole back-end planning change, considering there are a few teams you are going to play twice and a few once, and you don't know how the NRR will factor in towards the end of the league stage as such? How difficult does planning become? Also, if we can have some sort of a quick update, particularly on Surya and hopefully no one else has injured.
Yeah, look, I think it's a format that we played in 2011, and to be honest, nothing really changes in terms of planning. You have to play the opposition, as simple as that. Some opposition you might only play once, some two, but again, I don't think there is a whole lot that you need to change in terms of planning. Arey sir, one request: if people are not speaking, keep your phone or laptop on mute, please. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think there's too much changes that we need to do. We just need to be aware that certain teams that you're going to play only once, you need to be very well prepared, because there's no coming back and playing them again against those guys. So you just need to plan well against those guys. Make sure that all your bases are covered, especially against the team that you're playing once, because there's no second shot at that. Yeah, I mean, Surya is at NCA at the moment. He's recovering well. He'll be here soon, I can't give you his availability right now, whether he'll be available for first game or not. But yeah, we're trying to get him here as soon as possible once we have the clearance from NCA.
Rajesh, you can go next.
Hi, can you hear me, Rohit? Mahela?
Yes.
Okay, so my question for both of you will be, Mahela as a coach and Rohit as a captain. Mumbai has a completely revamped bowling lineup. Lot of new bowlers in the ranks. Like Bumrah being the only old warhorse, you can say. To back him up, there are like pretty new bowlers in Jaydev Unadkat, Tamil Mills, Markande comes back. So how does it affect? Because the batting core has been retained, but because of the option dynamics, you could like only Bumrah could be retained and others you bid for them but couldn't be retained. So what would be rather challenging for both of you going into the season?
I think we were probably in the same shoes in 2018 as well. We only had Bumrah, and then we had a completely new bowling attack, and we had to rebuild. But I think our planning, the way we approach, opposition. We can't. Can you hear us? Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So the approach is not going to change. We'll have our same set of planning, but what will change is because of the new bowlers, their strengths are different to the bowlers that we had in the last 3 years. So we always work with the strength of the bowlers and see how we can adjust to that, and given the opposition and the conditions. So we will create our own plans, and we're excited to have all these new bowlers. They all have a brilliant skill set, and with the experience that we have in the camp, I'm pretty confident that we'll have a very good season. Yes, it's always going to be challenging. We're up against some good quality opposition with the additional new two teams. It throws a lot of different variables. So that's something that every team will have to go through. But we're looking forward to that.
Anything Rohit needs to add on it?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what Mahela said. Those guys, like you mentioned about Mills, Nutcut, and all those guys. I mean, yes, they are new to this franchise, but they're not new to this game. They played this game for number of years now, and they exactly know what needs to be done. It's just that our role here will be critical as to how we, give them the understanding of what they need to do for us in this team, because they played for different franchisee, different countries, so their role in those countries and those franchisee will be different to what we want them to do here. So I think for us that will be a challenge, and that is something that we're working on with these guys. We are trying to give them the role clarity as to what we are expecting from them, what sort of role they need to play here. So yeah, I think every time you build a new team, this is the challenge that you always face, of having new group of guys and taking them forward.